Hello, hope you're doing well. I say that at the start of all of my videos, but today the sentiment is especially strong because of just everything going on in the world right now. As you might know, today would normally be my upload day. I try to upload a video every 2 weeks or so, and it's been 2 weeks since I last put a video out. I had been planning to do a video celebrating Pride Month, but following the news over the past 2 weeks and hearing about current events, which I'm sure you'll all be aware of by now unless you've been literally living under a rock, more and more it just felt like making one of my usual speed paint videos as if everything was normal wasn't really the most helpful thing to do. Again, as I'm sure you already know, there's something of a revolution happening over in America right now, which, in a wonderful turn of events, has started to spread worldwide. Over the past few weeks there have been Black Lives Matter protests happening all around the world in solidarity with everybody marching for justice and equality in the US, and they've been really inspiring to see. This weekend there's even a protest happening right here in my hometown. Unfortunately though, I can't go to it. Needless to say, it sucks, and it's immensely frustrating because under any other circumstances I'd be out there in a heartbeat to contribute to the cause in person, but as it stands I'm still trying to adhere to lockdown measures to keep myself and more importantly my mum safe from any risk of infection. But being stuck at home is no excuse to sit idly by while the world unites for the sake of equality. I've already done what I'm personally able to from here in terms of donating and signing petitions, and I'm going to continue to try and do as much as I can going forward, as we all should. But regardless, it still feels like there's more that I could and should be doing, which I think is a sentiment shared by a lot of people who are similarly stuck at home right now. Which is why instead of making a speed paint this week, I'm actually going to be hosting a charity livestream instead, as an opportunity for all of us who are stuck at home or who just want to contribute to a good cause, to come together and do some good for the black community who have been facing so much hardship for way too damn long. It can be easy for those of us who are stuck at home at the minute or who have limited resources to feel like what you're able to do by yourself doesn't add up to much, but I think it's fair to say that if these worldwide protests have shown us anything, it's that even though individually we might only be able to do or give a little bit, when we work together it adds up to a lot. So hopefully doing this live stream this weekend is going to be a good chance for us to do just that, even in just some small kind of way. So a couple of bits of info about the stream. It's going to be taking place this Saturday the 13th, starting at 7 PM GMT, which I think for Americans translates to between 11 AM and 2 PM depending on where you are. If you need to check a more specific time zone, I'm afraid you're going to have to Google it because I'm just not that good at geography or math. It's going to be a real-time drawing stream, so you guys can pretty much hop on and join me for a chat and we can just draw some stuff together. It should be a nice chilled out kind of time. And in terms of content for the stream, the stream theme, if you will, I'm actually going to be kind of co-opting what I already had planned for this week's video and drawing some fun content to celebrate Pride. And hopefully in doing so, we're going to be able to raise some money for charities that directly support black members of the LGBT community. I was thinking of revisiting some of my old Ride with Pride characters, but I'm open to suggestions, honestly. And it's at this point I feel like I should note that there are a couple of reasons I want to draw some stuff to celebrate Pride for this fundraiser rather than anything specific to the protests that have been happening recently. Not least of which being that I'm a white guy, so making art out of the events that sparked these protests feels like it would be appropriating or commodifying a tragedy. And even if it's for a charity event like this, it's just really not my place to do so. Likewise, it's also really not my place to do a whole stream talking about the protests and their root cause and my thoughts on the matter because again, I'm white, it's not my voice that needs to be heard right now. As far as I know, the best thing that I can do to contribute is to stay in my lane and just try to show support and raise funds in the best way that I know how, which apparently is by drawing gay shit, so that's what I'm gonna do. Another factor is that I just want to be able to give you guys a space to come and switch off for a bit from all of the more traumatic stuff in the news right now if you need it, and just have some fun, have a break, before going back to fighting the good fight. Also, if you're queer, you'll know that we're only here enjoying the rights that we have today because of the efforts and protests of LGBT people of colour throughout history, who unfortunately are still really heavily marginalised even nowadays. So while Pride Month is by no means the only time that we should honour that history, with everything going on right now, it just feels like an especially important time to give something back and show some cross-community solidarity and support and just lift each other up, you know? Sorry if I'm over-explaining myself here, by the way, it just feels important to clarify all of that, so hopefully it all makes sense what I'm saying, and hopefully that's all okay. Anyway, I haven't done a charity stream before, so I'm still trying to get the donation link set up right now. So depending on whether YouTube gets back to me before Saturday, we're either going to be raising funds for the LGBT charity, the National Black Justice Coalition, or for another relevant charity that's helping people out during this time of protest. Probably the NAACP, but I'm not quite sure at the moment. Either way, it's going to be for a great cause, and it's going to be pretty gay, so it should be good fun as well. So hopefully all of you guys will be able to pop along and join in with that on Saturday. Again, that's 7 PM GMT, Saturday the 13th. You'll need to check your own relevant time zones, because I don't know what they are. But in the meantime, stay happy and healthy as best you can, educate yourself on matters of inequality in whatever form they may take, and keep on standing up for what's right. See you Saturday.